Has asked me about talking about the old time. Me and my companion, I knew he wasn't going to say too much because he don't talk that much. But today we thank God for being here and how far the Lord had brought us from. Because he brought us from a mighty long ways. He brought us from the black bathroom, the white bathroom, the white sink, and the black sink. And you know, it's amazing how far the Lord had brought us from. Me and my son was talking along with this Sunday night. And I said, kind of feel sorry for some of the young people. Because they hadn't been through what we had been through. Bishop, no. He's not an old man, but he's been through some things. And, you know, but I thank God for those days that we had to go out in the woods and cut wood. Tote that wood up to the house. Sometimes the wood used to be wet. Could catch a fire. Sometimes we had to wash clothes out the door, had on the banister. And it used to be so cold. My husband used to have to put fire around the pump for the pump to unfroze so we can get water. And I was thinking today, sitting there, not going to hold the service too long, but just thinking how far the Lord had brought us. When it was raining, you would see icicles. You don't see that anymore coming from the house. And my children sometimes would go out there and get those icicles, and now we used to have to fuss at them because it would make the throat sore. And getting out that pumping water, washing on your hands, scrubbing. I scrubbed on my knees. Didn't have a mop. And Mama used to put lye into that water. And I had to scrub on my knees. We made a rake. People got rake now. We used to call them dogwood. And we had to sweep the yard with that. Straw broom. That's what we had to sweep the house. Get all up under the bed. And that's what we did. And our food was fat, meat, and cornbread. And the black-eyed peas, you know. I would leave out the cotton field at 11 o'clock in the day and maybe go home and cook my 15 cornbread. No rice. No kind of rice. And sometimes I would come from school. I was talking to my husband. Not a pot on the stove. Had to go across the field and get the old potato. Wash it off and eat that. That was my dinner. Children, you are so blessed. You're very blessed to see how far God had brought us from the cotton field, chopping cotton, picking cotton, handing the backer. My grandma used to string the backer, and I would hand the backer to her while she would put it on the string. Then we would put it in a barn and cure the backer, make our own syrup out of ribbon cane. Kill hogs, put them in the barn, but you had to fill that hog up with salt. That would keep that hog from smelling. Didn't have a refrigerator, had an ice. The old ice man would come by. You pay 15 cents for a block of ice. Now you can go and put the cup under the refrigerator and the ice was falling out. And sometimes we take things for granted. Don't take it for granted. Because we don't know where we're going to have to go back to. But if I have to go, and I think my son has to go, and some of my children came up through some of them hard days, they would be able to stand. But would you be able to stand today if those days, if tomorrow you have to go back to that? It was hard time. We would cook biscuit out of lard. They didn't have no Crisco and all the shortening and all the stuff that they got now. That's how we cook biscuit. Mama would cook biscuit. And I learned how to cook when I was 7 years old. I learned how to cook. But I thank God for it. And it wasn't easy. The song said, coming up on the rough side of the mountain. You know, you look up, you know what time it is. Look up through the sky, the house. You could look from the house and see the sunshine coming through. Had to take one bed, put it on that side because the house was leaking. Don't have that anymore. Had a lamp light, and the lamp light would burn so black, then you had to take it and wash it. But you know, back then, it seemed like the light was bright, Bishop. Now the only thing is to switch the button and the lights come on. We don't know where we're going to have to go back to. But I thank God today. I'm 74 years old. And the Lord still got Mother here. So tell y'all, hold on to Jesus. Because you don't know, he's going to be the only one to see us through. Things are coming back. And I remember, Bishop might not remember, he was driving that old van. And he came and picked me up on Purdy Street. And we was going to the store, and me and him was talking. He said, you know what, Mama? He said, those days going to come back. They're here. But they hadn't manifested themselves yet. Go in the grocery store and price the food now. Everything. My son was at the house talking to me Friday. Charles, Mom, I went to the grocery store. Things are going up. They're making it smaller now. My daughter went and got a thing of washer powder for me the other night. She said, Mom, do you really believe how much a little bottle of drip thing cost? $14 for a little bottle of washing powder. $14. The Lord is talking, but don't be listening. Don't take these things that we got, don't take them for granted. Because tomorrow, it might not be here. Y'all blessed. When we go into school, we had to warm by heater. That's how they warm the classrooms up. Only thing now that splits the switch and the heat is in the classroom. And we children had to go in the woods. Even after this teacher would tell you, y'all got to go in the woods and get some wood because we got a warm. At school. In the schoolhouse. But we come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. Like my baby said, we know. He knows. It don't bother Delvin. I love pork and beans, rice and sauce. I love it. Darling cooked me some the other night. The Lord had been good too. And we went back. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. She went back and fried some chicken. That's what we used to do. And she stewed that thing. Now she said, Mom, learn it from you. And Lord, them sweet peas and rice and chicken been good too. And I thank God for it. So don't take anything for granted. Because what we got now, tomorrow, it could be gone. Sometimes we take even you know what? We can't take each other for granted. Because we don't know whose house we might have to go stay in. You know what I'm saying, baby? But I'm learning every day of my life to tell God thank you. They ain't like that old cane syrup, but I love that old cane syrup. That had come from that old ribbon cane, you know. Mom used to make all of the churning the butter, making butter. You could smell them cake all through the house. Put a cake on the stove, can barely know it in the oven because you can't smell the butter. You know? But I thank God today. Sister Bessie knows some of these things. Brenda knows some of these things. But we tell the Lord today, thank you for what you have done for us.